Ahoy, landlubbers! It's me, your Captain Vasco speaking, and welcome to the final stream of 2024. Have one of these, I guess. Uh, yeah, the year isn't quite over, but it is Saturday, December 21st, my sister's birthday, and uh, yeah, I mean the from here on out is pretty much holiday vacation, which sounds a little more hectic than I had thought it was going to be as of like yesterday, but that's fine. Um, oh God, I've heard about that ending to Sausage Party. I don't know how we got on. I don't remember how we got on the subject, but I was saying like this. I've only in my lifetime ever seen like one trailer that like actively made me just truly never want to see the movie. There are plenty that I'm like, I don't wish to see that movie. And then like Sausage Party is like, God, I hope never under any circumstance do I have to watch that movie. I'll watch practically anything. I've watched some real garbage. I mean, I've seen Dogville more than once. Um, yeah, that's a bad movie. Uh, Apropos of nothing, I think I had to like, I think it was when I had to like try and research a radio station for work, and like they were advertising the movie Time Changer, which like my dad rented from like Blockbuster on a whim in like I don't know like 2004 or something, and it ostensibly like sounds like it's just some kind of generic low budget like time travel sci-fi movie, and it kind of is, but it has like really weird like religious overtones and ends with this like meant to be profound but like in practice felt extremely silly sequence where like the idea is that like I think it's like a farmer like is like building a time machine in like the late 1800s or something and travels to the future to like see like how society develops, and he like goes to like then like modern day New York and just has like a terrible time, and then like at some point he gets home, and like the end of the movie is him just like he like sets the time machine like 100 years beyond that, and it like can't go to that time because the world is over, and then he just keeps dialing it back, dialing it back, dialing it back, and like the implication is like the world is like screwed, and it's just like I don't know, it felt really weird, but like it wasn't the thing I thought it was going to be, and I hadn't thought about it in a long time, but I swear to God, like I think like one of the radio stations I had to research had like a banner ad that was like buy a DVD of Time Changer. I'm like, has anyone else even heard of Time Changer? Why is this on your website in 2024? I don't I don't understand. Anyway, I was vamping a little bit for time, mostly to see if an echo would show. So, at the end of yesterday's stream, because we have the, hang on a second. I think I'm stuck in the divots again. Okay, here's the big box of Squishmallow Advent Calendar. And like because we've the streams and the time zone sort of run to a new day, I was like, oh, open the next Advent Calendar day. And then I said toward the end of the stream when we were doing Squirtle stuff yesterday, like, don't let me end the stream without doing this, and I did. So we have to do today now because I didn't do it at the end of yesterday, and then we have to do tomorrow later because then it will be tomorrow. Yeah. Man, I trimmed my nails like super bad today, and like my fingers are like really sensitive, and I hate it. Okay, the doors. If I had a complaint, oh, that's very exciting. If I had a complaint about the Squishmallow Advent Calendar, is that they have these little like pop-in tabs that are supposed to make it relatively easy to open these windows, and like most of the time they don't punch out, and it becomes really annoying. Look though, it's a tiny festive cat. Now this is not to be confused with this one because he is wearing a blue scarf and hat, and it's a different type of winter hat. But it is. I think the name of their like signature cat character is Cam. Yes, it's on this tag as well. Cam. It's very cute. It's a very good cat. I like that one a lot. That's very good. There are many good ones. Reminds you of a Reddit story read in which a time traveler finds a ruined world, and you find out time travel costs a ton of energy and explodes in a hypernuclear level where you came from. That's kind of an interesting concept. I don't know how much there is to do with it. What was the name? I saw like kind of an interesting time loop movie like a year or two ago. I think it was like a Netflix original, and I really don't remember what the name of it was. But it had like a really interesting sort of twist to it, where like without spoiling too much, like there's a point at which they like choose to like they find a way to like access the parameters of the time loop. I feel like that's the most I can say without like doing spoiler stuff, but like I wasn't expecting that and it was interesting. Yeah, I kind of like there's like a similar vibe to so guard cat is the current nickname for the unnamed cat that protects my home. There are 17 outdoor cats or like the familial remnants of them outside my house. But there's one in particular that's very nice and likes my house more than the others. And we call her guard cat because when I first looked at the house, she was like she had literally climbed up on the tree in the front yard and was just like watching us drive around. um, I don't know if it's appropriate to name an outdoor cat that I don't own. I don't suppose it hurts anyone, but I also haven't come up with a name that feels suitable. I was debating one this week that I think is funny, but is also very stupid. But it's kind of inconsequential. So, okay, hypothetically, we've done the opening order of business where I say things that are unrelated to all things, and then I did the thing I had to do, which was open the Squishmallow Advent Calendar window. So, hey, chat, I posed to you the question of do we want to go look at Steam? Do we want to play Koromon? Do we want to play Lorelei and the Laser Eyes? Some fourth thing that is not Taco Bell fourth meal? Because that's just not happening today. Again, I feel like I know the answer to this, but the intention is to do what you would like. Well, I see one vote for Lorelai and nothing else. Okay, Coromon. Not surprised at this dichotomy, as I think Demolition is the one who had originally suggested Lorelai, and Anime originally suggested Coromon, and my mom appears to have abstained in memoriam of Velox, who I truly have no idea what happened to him. We just haven't seen him in a really long time, and anytime in the early days of the stream, I would ask for the opinions of chat at large. He would refuse to vote for anything and would make a show of the fact that he wouldn't vote for anything. Now, this does leave us at an impasse, I suppose, of plus one, zero. Don't, I mean, there's a few ways we could do this. We could like randomize in its purity. We could uh, have me break the tie. We could do like we could try to do a little of both or something. Maybe that's the thing to do. Maybe we like do one and then like play that for like half-ish of the stream and see if we have a different subset of people with a different preference. I don't know about 2 hour. I have like a lot of things to do in the next like 24 hours, and frankly, that's rough. Lorelei first does actually make sense for the reasons cited, probably. I do also already have it open, which helps a little bit. All right. We'll do this mostly out of laziness, but I do have the intention to reevaluate if and when and how that occurs. So, do you want this? Oh no, this screen is louder than the rest. It's probably fine to just play like this. It's like, that feels loud. Do I need to turn it down? But then I remembered that like a really large percentage of this game as I've experienced it so far is like basically silent with sound effects. 1847, you say? What a good year for doors. Okay, so yeah, by the way, this is Lorelei and the Laser Eyes. We are Lorelei. As of yet, we do not have laser eyes to my knowledge, but maybe she has those cool glasses that Cyclops, aka Scott Summers, has in the X-Men. Um, we came to this hotel because we got a letter from like a weird art guy that was like more or less like, my friend Lorelei, I am about to perform beyond one's limits and alter what human art is capable of. And then we just started solving puzzles, and we're like inside, and we don't really have a lot of like context beyond that of like what's going on. For my part, I like solving puzzles, and so I'm just solving puzzles as they arrive. Oh, sick. So currently our inventory, we do have an inventory. It contains the key to our car, which won't start, tampons, a Game Boy I haven't used before, and American dollars, which I'm told I should spend wisely. But to be honest, I think it's pretty clear that maybe I don't do that. Now I do sort of feel like 1847, okay, might be significant. There's like a whole hallway of books that are just numbers. Hey Castle, welcome to the stream. How's it going? We just started, so I was trying to get a sense of whether we should keep playing Lorelei or move over to Koromon, the other game that we got yesterday as a result of our Steam searching, or look for new games. And we had a dead even tie, and so we started with this, and we're thinking we might switch to Koromon later. Okay, it's another map thing, so I have to Trejev Wojniak Gesundheit, easy for me to say, etc., etc. So I must look away, and then I must go to my Mind Palace, and then I have to go to Notes, and then the Architect Sketches, and then find this guy. Okay. So the answer is Raincoat DLC. What a hateful thing to say. Thank you. I hate it. Okay, modular room design. The least expensive option. Project said their cranes cannot rotate modules. Supplier has only one of each module in stock. The least expensive option. So I presume that the issue is as follows. Obviously, you could create this with the 320 and the 210, but those are some of the more expensive blocks. So there's probably some other way to do this. Not allowed to rotate. That makes it like a lot harder, unsurprisingly. I mean, not to rotate at all. Well, what's funny is like my brain keeps trying to find ways to incorporate the 425 block, which like essentially demonstrably must not be part of the solution. So I guess I can just rule that out. But like, I don't know. I suppose I could just try to input 530 and just make sure that that's not correct. It feels like it should be harder than that. But like if you can't rotate them, it seems like there's not like a lot you can do here. Like almost anything would require you to rotate it, wouldn't it? Oh, that's not the button. It's never the button. I mean, I just assume this is wrong. I assume that's not the button again. Still the same button. Escape, never correct. I've been kind of dreading this one because we've looked over. We found like a set of vaguely architecturally themed puzzles and have established a pattern that you must solve one of these puzzles when you find like a document container sort of thing. So that you can find maps to figure out what the house looks like, the hotel looks like. So we looked over all of these documents, at least sort of in passing, and like this crane thing just feels like it's a headache. Because like I feel like there's some trick to this that will annoy me, I guess is the reason why. Because, like, yeah, if this was just like a spatial puzzle to like figure out how to assemble the shape, that doesn't sound too bad. But like, can't rotate them at all suggests that like probably the answer would be 530 of combining the long thing and the square, and you just put it up and you get the L. That wouldn't require you to rotate, simply lift something. So that feels like it's in line with the concept of the crane and not rotating things and whatever. But like, the fact that that's not the answer really makes me think that the answer is going to be really annoying and make me mad. Because like what other thing that isn't 530 like doesn't involve rotating? So there is only one of each module in stock. Okay, so it also can't be somehow cleverly using one part repeatedly. I just don't feel like I get the point of... Hang on. Oh, that's interesting. If you were to like... they're not... They need to be different heights? Or no? What if you did... Yeah, what if you did 55 and 110? If you slide the 55 under the 110, then you get like most of the right side of the shape, and then you add the square in. That would be less. That would be 165, 375. Where's the laser eyes? Still haven't found him. We mostly just got started playing again, Jakey. Also, hi, welcome to the stream. Why does it say 530 in blood over there? What's this about? This is very ominous. Okay, whatever. I guess I just don't care about that. Are there any American dollars around here? I intend to keep spending them frivolously, even though I was advised not to do that. Congrats on the eggnog. To be honest, I've never had eggnog. No one in my family likes it, and I'm not confident enough it's something I would have even the remotest amount of interest in that I would buy it for myself. So, there you go. Bolted from the other side, how dare. Just add rum to it. Ah, well, there's the rum, or the rub, that I don't drink alcohol. So, I'd have to enjoy it on its own merit. This is the only time in the game I've knocked on a door? That felt weird. Weird. This espresso machine doesn't want my tampons. Hang on a second. Where am I? I want memory maps 3. I mean, I could just put 530 in that lock, but I don't know why I would know that. Kind of like drinkable pudding. Now that does sound more appealing. I'm struggling so hard to remember not to hit escape. It's embarrassing. Uh-huh. Now, just like hypothetically, what if I just put in 530? Why do I know that though? Is the idea that that was written on the map, or like where did that knowledge come from? 1-8 or innate. Into 31 lay. Do these correspond to like the statues out in the yard or something? The blood. No, what I'm trying to get at is I like just got that map, the one that has 530 written in probably blood. But like is the concept that I got the solution to this padlock because as a character I got that map and that was already written on there? Like it just feels weird that I don't feel like something like that has happened before. 3-1-N-2. There's a note next to the device. Input case-sensitive code to request bug report 2. Ah, I don't know, brother. I like that note. I don't know. Request bug report 2? I don't know what that means. I'm gonna come back here later. The very existence of this room is confusing and it hurts my head. Can I have this paintbrush? No. Oh, sweet. It's one of this. Hang on. It's one of these. This was probably not the best way to do this. Seems like a really shallow hat. I think that's right. Something about this still looks weird to me, but I think that's right. I mean, everything feels continuous. Still don't really know what these symbols sort of mean. Memory recovered. 4, sort of? Sort of? Hey, look. $1 American. Do we know where... Like, we're somewhere in Europe, right? Do we know what country we're in? I think we do. But, like, we've mentioned, like, a lot of stuff about, like, Italian cinema and stuff, but I don't think we're in Italy, are we? Germany? Okay. Feels like there should be more to do in here, but I don't think there is. I'll leave that. I mean, I think the symbol on top is important, but I don't have context to know, like, where or what it would do. It's also because that's like the second one I have, and the game is implied that there's certainly more than one. I feel like I saw something somewhere in my memory. You know, like the famous Home Alone song that I feel like was implied like several of them or something. I don't know, man. Stress level feels like a weird thing to measure in a game like this. Hold on a second. Let me lower this. And then let me get back down to where I was writing stuff about this game. Oh, that's right. I have like notes on the math book of puzzles. Door 1963, and the other one was like 18. Oh, and there's 2014. I forgot about 2014. Bribe the door. Okay. 2014. It's weird. I feel like yesterday this wasn't one of those games where it stopped making sound when I clicked out of it, but it feels like it's doing that today. $18.47. I'm gonna go see if I can figure out where like the book hallway was and look up these numbers and see what that does for me. I feel like the answer is something. I don't know. I don't know what this padlock is. Just add it to my to-do list. Thank you. Is there something? Exhibition opening in 2014. Okay. I mostly seem to remember where to go for this. So, what am I looking at? I need 1847. That's lower than these numbers. Which means I can't get to that from here. What about 19... Wait, it's going the other way? Wait, what? It was going up, and then all of a sudden it went like really far down. What? This is like the least helpful way this could be arranged. It's so annoying that this is true. Why is it like this? Oh, right, this like moon phase book. I don't know nothing about this. Let me leave the book. How do I... Oh man, it sucks over here. It has like exactly none of the numbers I want. Is that on purpose? That's like so rude. That's rude. Justin, welcome to the stream! How's it going? Merry Christmas is coming. Oh man, should we just sit here and do math puzzles? Everyone seemed really excited when I started looking at math puzzles yesterday. Just like raw number puzzles. Did I go all the way this way? I did, but I couldn't seem to do anything. It's unclear to me. Oh, hang on. Oh! Something is happening. Signorina! I am happy like 1,000 children to see you. Weird energy, but okay. Do I advance this? Please forgive my absence. Could you got a little something on your face, pal. I had some matters I needed to discuss with the Americans, and then I did several murders. Or maybe the business was murder? Let's ask about the dog first, as that seems most important. First things first, Signorina. You must, above all, get to know this house. After all, it is your art that will reveal all its secrets and memories. That's a weird take. This is crucial to the project. Keep going. Now, Signorina, if you would excuse me. As you can see, raindrops fall on man and hedgehog alike. What? What does that mean? What language is that an expression in? I have to go and clean off all this red paint. Call me on my room number about your findings. We must uncover everything. I'm staying in 1963. Okay, well that changes the sort of dynamic of what I was trying to do. Signorina, you will of course be needing your room key. Objection! I left it at the reception desk. Good luck, Bella. Footsteps retreating. I like that I made a little, like, phone symbol in my head. Is this not reception? I hate this desk. Oh, I see. I'm supposed to approach it from the other side where I couldn't get in before. Okay, hold on. Save. Do a new one. Why not? Phone directory. Oh, thanks. I hate it. I mean, there's no shot that I'm supposed to understand this right now. Surveillance monitor. Crystal clear. This is confusing. Agreed, but also what in particular? $1 American. Letter, Los Angeles, January 2nd, 1963. Wait. Doesn't that mean this letter is addressed in the future? Wasn't it implied that the actual current date was like the end of 1962? How does someone have a January 2nd letter? The whole thing. You know what? That's fair. The whole thing is kind of confusing. But, you know, what they say is that raindrops fall on man and hedgehog alike. In a few hours, the sun will rise. Just, you know, just quickly memorize the directory. You're good to go. Yeah, it's fine. Don't worry about it. To whom it may concern, it has come to our attention that Mr. Nero has contracted you to work on his project. Okay, now I'm concerned that it's like a snuff film in here or something. We are writing to let you know that we are not involved in any capacity with Mr. Nero, nor any of his projects as of late last year. I don't know why that's so funny to me. Like, hey, so it turns out you're working for Mr. Nero. I just want to be clear that I am not doing that. I have no ties to Mr. Nero. He is definitely some type of criminal. Hugs and kisses grandma or something. I don't know. Anyone choosing to still associate with Mr. Nero after receiving this letter will be regarded as complicit in Mr. Nero's game. Yeah, that seems good. Furthermore, my personal advice for your own safety is to not engage with Mr. Nero, as it has been proven time after time that his behavior is erratic, even dangerous. Sincerely, Robert Sidney, distinct from Mr. Bob Hamburger. The heck? 7235? What is 7235? I don't know what to do with 723, but you should tell the world about the can eat more. This padlock in and of itself also doesn't make very much sense. Like, I'm of the impression that these 4 digits would be useful in a different combination, but then also I don't know what to do. I don't know. I guess you could do like 1, 2, 3, 4 is the top row, 5, 6, 7, 8 is the bottom. So you could do like 7. Oh. What? I mean, well, I hate that. Does this number mean anything? I mean, I feel like this suggests that I need just like a completely separate number? What? Can I open this door? Obviously, it's bolts from the other side, idiot. You know, at this moment, I kind of feel like I don't have a lot to go on. And yet, we've discovered 12.4% of the truth. Well, yeah, there's the number 7235, but, like, I don't know if you noticed what happened when I tried to interact with it, because it was weird. like, it just, like, rotates the widget. Like, it's not, like, I thought maybe I had to, like, press it like they were buttons on that awkward, like, Sam & Max keypad that only had, like, 1 through 6 or something on it, or was, like, 1 through 8 in 2 rows. Like, it wasn't, like, a normal number pad. So, like, I went to press what I would interpret as the 7th one, and then the number 3 changed into something else. Now, like, I mean, maybe I just turn them all into, like, different numbers than they started as. But, like, I mean, this one in particular is a little... $15.02? I mean, like, what? What else would I do? Oh, yeah, I guess I have a bunch of options for this one, huh? Yeah, I mean, I think at this point it's essentially like trial and error. Or we go looking for some... There's a picture frame that's just the letter L. That's weird. More or less, it is my assumption that that is not useful until I understand more about it. That is why I left. Is the summary. What are the other options on the computer, and are any of them... That's the phone. Sure, okay, we could try calling 1963. Since I accidentally picked up the phone. Pronto. Bella, what's on your mind? Give me advice. Never trade your nails for sausage, signorina. Was that all? Nah, give me more advice. Keep your antenna up. Nah, give me another one that makes me question reality. A happy bishop does not sadden the saint. Ah, close enough. Is that... never trade your nails for sausage? Is that like a cautionary suggestion against, like, doing a gift of the Magi? Also, apparently that was, like, an important thing to do, was to call him at all, so I guess at least I crossed that off my list. I mean, I could randomly try putting in 7235, a 4-digit number that perhaps holds some importance. I'm unsurprised that this did not work. Just gonna put it back to 0 so I don't later on forget that I've done this. I kind of feel like I should go back outside for a minute and see if something, like, changed. Also, it's clear that, like, someone was talking to someone else in that room that he came out of. That person is not presently available to be found. What is going on over there? It just, like, looked kind of weird, but it's just, like, some architecture. Do you have, like, solutions to puzzles, dog? Dreamer, magician. It feels like these stashes would be important for something. And my instinct said maybe it was related to the busts, but I don't know. These names don't feel like they're related to the weird code number sort of things that the others identified by. Oh, sweet. Is that $1 American I see? Oh, hang on. Maybe I can go left? There's like an archway over here that when the camera angle changes, looks harder to notice. God, I'm so wealthy. I have like $7 American in whatever year this is. Although I also have no idea how strong the American economy is relative to wherever we are. I assume we're in one of those fun fictional European countries that they like to put in the Christmas movies, where everyone has British accents and we kind of just don't talk about it. Oh, hang on. Was that another American dollar? Genovia? I mean, along the lines. Hey, wait a minute. What's his face? The, like, traveling fortune teller. Did he just, like, want me to slide money under his door? He had, like, a mail slot, right? Oh, no, he wanted tickets. You're sure you don't want tampons? Okay, he doesn't want tampons. Wait, what does it say? It doesn't look like that says tickets on there. But maybe it's like tickets in another language or something. What are the tampons for? Menzies. I have no idea if they're important in the game, but that's the use. Besides the obvious, I have no idea. If I did, my inventory probably would still contain tampons. Like, I like the weird number lock on the reception thing. I'm annoyed that I have like no context for like what to do with it, because like I want to engage with it in a fun and interesting way. I don't know, brother. I could just put this number in random things and hope finally it works. I mean, I'm still not sure why I had the passcode to the bus room. And I have to admit that in this particular occasion, Bustin did not make me feel particularly good. It made me confused. Same as before, just resetting this. It's just such a peculiar thing to do. Oh, I didn't go in here. Okay. I need a hand to match up there. Well, this is a weird looking one by comparison to the others. Is that right? The tassel looks weird, but I think this is correct. Like the top text seems to line up, and then it forms the hand. It's picking up the bottle. I think that's right. It looks weird to me, though. I don't know what to do with these, like, runes. Like, I get the concept, but I haven't seen anything that looks like it wants me to input something like that. Alright, well, that wasn't super helpful, but it wasn't exactly nothing. So, hang on. This door has, like, no input, right? It wants, like, an item? So, I would probably have to find, like, specifically a key and not, like, a padlock solution. I think I did try to open this and it doesn't work. Okay. Oh, strobogrammatics, of course. Oh, strobogrammatics. Is that what the reception desk wants? It feels kind of appropriate. Maybe the idea is Despite the fact there are many numbers that could work with 4 digits, like the weird nature of that combination lock only permits one or something. It would suggest that the inner ones and outer ones would have to mirror each other, sort of, right? Which is kind of hard to do. What I have. I can make a 4. Can this be a 4? No. So the way they overlap is awkward. I check the monitor. Which monitor? Oh, that seems promising. You know, classic number L bracket underscore. No, this feels like this is a good idea that I think is off base. Do you mean the security monitor? Because I did, and it was just static. Oh, it has a dial. Oh, and it's got another dial. It has 2 different types of dial. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, I don't know any TV that's ever worked this way, so like if the game doesn't tell me that their weird monitor works this way, I'm probably not gonna go looking for it. What's funny is I think if you put this in a Myst game, I would try that, but like based on the interactions I've had in this game, I would not. Oh. I mean, she wasn't there before. I never owned a video Verwagachong? No. Nah, I didn't. I've had lots of weird devices in my lifetime. Not one of those. Okay. It's this day. Oh, hi, dog. Let me just make sure that this is in my copybook. I guess I should just check my memory of... Good. Telephone directory. Easel in front yard. Great. Okay. Yes, that's right, Justin. We can pet the dog. And have often. Is this the one I came from? The heck? Oh. I did not come from here. No, look at the videographer. This video Wang's Chung. Or something. Man at the gate. Which gate? Which room? I mean, in fairness, it just says 16 on it. It says 16 in Roman numerals, and then it has S and C. Is S a Roman numeral, though? I feel like it's not. Here's my note about Roman numerals. Numerals are weird, man. Good shortcut 16. There's a calling card hidden inside the hat. I am half a magician without you. May I be permitted the enchanted pleasure of entertaining you this evening? You complete me, Lorenzo the Great. Nah. Thanks, though. Appreciate it, but that's weird. So I'm just gonna leave it there. That feels... I don't know, I guess that's probably normal. So this is the other side of that door. I already used that. And everything else in this room, as far as I know. So the sigil on the card is different from the one here, yeah? I think he had multiple cross-line triangles. Oh, hi, dog. You're a little in my way, but that's fine. SC. There was something about... I have so many number puzzles in my brain. Ooh. That's a little unpleasant to look at. 16? Which number is behind the black bar? B plus L is 135. L is... There's multiple things this could mean. This would be like 1, 2, 3, 4 segments. It's not like a ton. This would be 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it can't just be like breaking them into like matchstick components and doing it like that or something. V plus L. I mean, this could be related to Roman numerals because the door is related to Roman numerals, but V is just 5. So then is L supposed to be 130? But doesn't L actually mean something? Like, that doesn't seem right. Yeah, that's 50. I'm a little too stupid for this. I mean, if one of these was just like a nonsense Roman numeral, I feel like it would make more sense to me. The fact that both V and L are relatively commonly used ones means that like L should just be 50. Why would L not be 50? Because like if you made it like, I don't know, A, I'm pretty sure isn't a Roman numeral, or if it is, it's very obscure. Then if you did like V plus A, then you would subtract, 5 from whatever the mystery thing is, and then you'd have what A equals. Which number is behind the black bar? Let's see. C is 100. I don't know what S would be if it is anything. I'm not totally sure why it's listed like that. What does input show? It's from 0 to 99. 16. It just sort of is 16. So I don't know if that's relevant at all. I do kind of wish that the menu was less bad. What is this thing called? SC bolts number. Oh, SC is like the name of the dude, and bolt is the type of lock, I guess. And that's why it says SC on the door. So then that's probably not important either. I mean, I'm just gonna put in 130, but like that feels definitely wrong. No, you can't put in 130 because it's only up to 99. So then the answer can always be numbered between 0 and 99. Yeah, I do remember reading that. Is it something about... No, I doubt it. I doubt letters factor, and they're all supposed to be math puzzles, right? 135. It's weird how quiet the game gets. Bolt. Combination. I mean, on like... I mean, I'm absolutely certain this is wrong. I'm not even entirely sure how that mechanism works correctly. I don't think that this is important to me now. I would like to solve it, but I got nothing. I mean, they're like reflections of stuff in the ground. Pretty much always. By the way. So I got some shapes that I have no place to input them. I have these statues and like similar busts upstairs that I don't think are connected. I have... Oh, there's like a big lever up there, huh? Like the balcony? I don't think I can get to that. Or to like any of these other like cool side areas that have like money and ladders and stuff. I suppose I could try calling what's-his-face again. Because I saw some weird people. Hey, Crit Twitch, how's it going? Oh, what a good question. I have no idea how to answer that. I found some weird stuff in Lorelei, and that's about all I can say. How are you doing? 19... Pronto. Buongiorno. Dimmy, what did you find? Sometimes the thumb is in the way of the hand. Skull joke. Okay, he doesn't seem to care that there are, like, ghost people in the Schmigavisions. Is that a really dumb thought? That shouldn't amount to anything? God, how many of these are there? Okay, only 20, so this is close to the far end of it. I don't know, some part of me wants to, like, interpret letters from this, like a word thing, but I just don't think that's right. I just had because there's, like, L and an O. I was like, is it possible that I'm just, like, trying to spell a word somehow? But I don't... It's not really anything. So this shortcut I would have to access from the other side, and I definitely can't do that right now. Gosh, I like this lock so much, I wish I knew what the heck I was doing with it. This feels like something I would expect to find at, like, a really good escape room. As opposed to several of the ones I've done, which are not, like, very good. Yeah, it's funny, welcome to the stream, how's it going? I just, like, I know Demolition wants me to make progress, like, so hard, and I get it, but, like, also, like, I just kind of want the, like, I don't need to solve every puzzle all at once. That's totally fine. I just want to, like, the game makes it clear that, like, sometimes when you find a puzzle, you won't have the answer to it, which is all fine and good. Like, a large percentage of puzzle-based games work that way. But, like, the weird, ambiguous nature of, like, this hotel we're in makes it so that, like, it's hard to tell the difference. Like, I guess the thing is, like, he acts like I should be able to do this thing right now, but there's no, like, context to this puzzle at all. I worked in an escape room 2 months ago and didn't succeed. Nobody thought to turn on the room lights in a horror-themed room and did the entire thing in the dark. Yikes. Although I can kind of understand that depending on the way that you build that room as, like, an experience. There's no way to make... Like, I feel like this is a Gorbametric number situation. Like, this type of log feels like it's really well suited to it. But, like, you can't make the first one and the last one match, so then it has to be something different. What room am I in? Do I know what room I'm in? That's like his room number. And I can't do 2014 or 1847, which are the other, like, numbered doors I know of upstairs. "2024 is giving you crap until the end." Boy, do I relate to that, Ice Bunny. Sorry to hear it, though. The answer was 1962, which is the year it currently is, even though there is no frame of reference for that. Give me $1 and a key. I hate solving a puzzle like that. It sucks butt. Okay. Let me figure out what room I'm in. Did he say something in the letter? Hold on. Oh. But contextually that doesn't make any sense though. Why would the puzzle be a letter that some other dude wrote about how much he hates this guy? Why would that be the combination to the reception desk? That doesn't make any sense. I do not like that. Let me try my room key. My room is 2014. Ew, is that my face? No. There's someone sleeping in my bed and they're still here. The mirror is broken. It needs power. Interact with old woman. She is asleep. Wake her up! Is she gonna be like a weeping angel? Yeah, basically. So are those the laser eyes? Young woman, before I go, please help me see. Help the old woman see. Oh, MBD. BRB, figure it out. The Shaunertog, name of resident, redacted, very long number. Date of admission, 2014? Hello? She's from the future? Miss Blank suffers from, blank and blank. The latter is believed to be a symptom of the early stages of blank. It's likely that Miss Blank condition is blank. This is the worst game of Match Game 76 I've ever seen in my life. Lately, Miss Blank has been receptive to verbal communication. Nurses have seen noticeable reactions when mentioning things such as family members, friends, places she visited, or things related to her work. As it is believed that this verbal stimuli is beneficial for Miss Blank, the care team intends to find more information about Miss Blank. Visitors will be encouraged to communicate with blank, 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 blank. Name of resident, redacted again. Date of admission, still like December in 2014. Name of places she used to visit. Find out name of parents. Any other family, aunt or uncle? Projects worked on. Names or nicknames of friends, acquaintances, etc. Find out about exhibitions. So the whole concept is about this woman, yeah? Because, like, we're finding the truth, and our art is supposed to unlock it, and we have to, like, go everywhere in the house. That feels like these concepts correspond to this. But also, I don't know, is it super front door to just assume that she's, like, us from the future? It kind of feels like she's us from the future. Because she's, like, obviously from the future, which is, like, a weird thing to just, like, casually tell me right away. There's a stack of empty video cassette boxes. Oh, crumbs. Well, I've heard this one's real bad. As Ronaldo is left by his wife and children, he cuts out the eyes of the family cat Lucia in a fit of revengeful rage. When insects start to devour the still living... What? No wonder this movie sucks. It turns from white to black, and Ronaldo starts to keep a journal about its decay using macro photography. That's like the worst premise I may ever have heard of for a movie. If I saw a trailer for that, I think I'd want to see it even less than Sausage Party. Interactive horror, a film by Renzo Psycho, starring Renzo, Gatto Bianco, and Gatto Nero. Yeah, I guess. Well, I hate that. I mean, these feel like... Okay, I'm just going to commit these all... Oh, there's an American dollar hidden in the box. Big dollar. I'm just going to commit these all to memory, because reading them sounds unpleasant. No, I should read them. Responsible Lieutenant Resnick serves in a distant outpost during World War I. Out of boredom, he cuts out his eyes to get sympathy from his commanding officer, Lorenz, who he later seduces. What? A strange, dangerous love affair plays out while the war creeps ever closer. Now, in the context, I feel like the war creeps are like a group of people as opposed to the concept of war creeping closer. Banker Renato leaves city life behind and decides to sail the ocean to experience the calm of being in the eye of a storm. He robs his own bank to buy a ship, which he names Lily Christine. Throughout his journey, he meets creatures and seafarers who all seem to bear resemblance to people he has met before. It's so weird that they didn't cut out their eyes. Ace of Hearts. Gambler Roberto loses a bet to the one-eyed radical Lori. Of course he has one eye. To cancel his debt, she wants him to infiltrate the military-industrial complex. Cool and normal. When Roberto inadvertently causes an international diplomatic crisis during a game of cards, Lori decides that a nuclear war is unavoidable, and in the name of peace they form the terror group, the Ace of Hearts, to speed up the process. These are like the most unhinged things I've ever heard. I got the Ace of Hearts. The Entomologist's Dream. R. An ordinary librarian finds the indecipherable book thousands of years ago in his library. The words within puzzle him, and his research leads him to an underground book club where he befriends Elle, who is investigating the Kira case. She takes him to a fortune teller. In the crystal, they see that R wrote thousands years ago himself. All right, that actually sounds like a real movie I've probably seen before. A dog like all other dogs. I like to think that in the midst of all these completely insane movie synopses, a dog like all other dogs is literally just like found footage of dogs playing in a park. In post-war Dusseldorf, nope, it's not that. I can promise you. I haven't read any other words on the screen, but I'm wrong. In post-war Dusseldorf, the homeless Rudy looks for his blind dog Lazarus in the ruined city. Wait, isn't the dog outside named Rudy? As Rudy realizes that dogs have more value than him, he transforms himself into a Labrador, only to find himself in a constant fear of being cooked and served in a fancy restaurant? Dusseldorf, are you okay? Automobile. 3 women, all named Regina, lose their minds after hearing rock singer Little Leaf on the radio. To symbolize their higher state of consciousness. Oh, that wasn't like a metaphor. It wasn't that they were excited. They literally experienced like a dissociative eldritch nightmare incident after hearing this guy on the radio. To symbolize their higher state of consciousness, they changed their names to Retina as they learned that Little Leaf is to perform in Helsinki. They steal a sports car and embark on a violent quest to find the man of their dreams. All right, that actually does sound like, that still sounds insane, but that sounds like an actual like European movie that they'd probably make you watch in Emerson now. The Third Eye. Well, that is the most reasonable of the synopses, perhaps. Dusseldorf is the poshest city in Germany. Okay, that's fair, Ice Bunny. Is there a high risk of dogs being eaten there? That's sort of my subtextual question. Oh, geez. Ice Bunny says, last week my mom was in the hospital for a week with a bleeding stomach ulcer due to the stress that her sister-in-law put her under. That person then kicked out all of the staff. Why? This sounds like a historical drama that like Jane Eyre would write or something. That sounds awful. Last day for the flower shop is December 31st, and the last workday for the staff is the end of January. So wait, did your sister-in-law end up taking charge of the company and then closing it down or something? I don't understand. And he upgraded. Okay, let me read this. Oh, good, it's another manifesto. Cinema Sostenuto Manifesto. Cinema does not need people to exist. Like, fair. A piece of art exists in itself and for itself. All art can and should not be for mankind. That's a weird way of putting that, though. We must make special cinemas for showing movies that transcend human experience and shift the perspective from the viewer. Such a cinema has no need for chairs or popcorn, and it has no room or need for people at all. A projectionist starts the film and is given ample time to vacate before the credits. Then the show begins. No chatter, no commercials, no inane questions about the plot. Pure cinema, untarnished. This sounds like someone read like a film script for The King in Yellow and then just like lost it, man. All right, well that was fun. I think we all enjoyed that. Current location, the 2014 TV room. Truths discovered, 16.3%. No further questions, Your Honor. No cassette inserted. Well, I don't have a cassette, but I have an Ace of Hearts. Does that help? I guess not. Feels like I expect something else to be in this room, but I'm wrong so often in this game. Hey, cool, like a labyrinth map. Cool diamonds, I guess. Write that down in my copybook for later. Go up to the attic. Aw, sick. An attic map for Lofty Vinden. That's like my favorite one of... I honestly... As janky as the controls are in general, if this game simply had a back button, I feel like it would, like, really reduce the sanity damage that it causes me by merely existing. Maze design. What was I gonna... Oh, yeah, I need the... architect sketches. I need... Lofty Vinden. Instructor said our measurements do not make sense. 108? I'm assuming that it's simply upside down because of the orientation of the question mark. And so, like, the incorrect thing that has happened is that they're multiplying 81 by 9, but they should be multiplying 6 by 18. And then I think that's right? 60 and 4, like 108. I could just use the calculator on my computer, but I won't. I did it! That one was maybe the easiest architectural puzzle so far. Alright, there's a little more loft than I would have guessed. A little locked in here. So I'd have to get... Okay. Not like a super useful lot of stuff up here or whatever. How was I in math class? Like, pretty good. I didn't like calculus very much, but like all math classes I took before calculus, I felt very well equipped to deal with. Now, do I use math on a regular basis? Not in like a super meaningful degree. So like, despite the fact that I think I'm naturally reasonably good at math, I'm like not super sharp at it either. She's mumbling. Listen to it. Piece at Electronic Art Symposium. Photo Collages Cafe. Mother, sister, father. Sculpture project. Telex name, Delphine's band. Say something. Say anything. Banana hammock. I'm troubled by the fact that there's, like, umlaut letters in there. Also by the fact that I'm gonna have to decipher those mutterings. A weird conglomeration of stuff. There's gotta be some sort of, like, Eldritch markings input somewhere. I don't know. I feel like for now... Okay. How was your room, Signora? Was it what you expected? Explain that someone was in there. You really like your puzzles, Signorina. Let me think. I've got it. Is this guy like Gorigliano or something? His manners are very weird. You were the someone. That was an inventive riddle, Bella. No, that's not what we're doing. Gorigliano's like one of the... He's a super creepy guy from Resonance of Fate. Now, Signora. He's the one who's like, what have we here? 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 He's like super weird. I forgot to ask you the most important thing. Did you bring the script pages like we agreed? Explain that there was no agreement. Signora, this is a problem bigger than a jackpot. A very big problem. How do you suppose we will find out how it ends? I suggest you make it a very high priority to bring them to me. I mean, between the laser eyes and this guy's whole attitude, I'm really getting a bring me the eyes vibe. There was like a NPC in like I think it was late Destiny 1 who like you went and fought like space monsters and like had to go interrupt their like magical space witch ritual, and like, you know, normally there's someone on your headset just kind of like telling you like how to progress in the missions because they're so like not particularly well structured. And then like this lady just starts like going like crazy during this one mission, and she's like, yes, you've made it to the chamber, now bring me the eyes. And it's like, okay, that one's an ally, that one is my friend, I'm troubled. Now the game did imply that there were like discs I would find that I could load and that I should save the game before loading them. None of that's happened so far. Bunny says her brother owned the company, and since he didn't have a last will when he died, the spouse and daughter got what was his. She said from the get-go of the marriage that she wanted to destroy the company that allowed her to stay at home for 13 years doing nothing. Now, I assume she didn't say it that way, but I feel like I get the gist. She hated your dad because he was the only one who would stand up to her, and everyone in the family hates her, but a lot, including my mom, still play nice with her. I mean, you know, your situation sucks incredibly. Let me just lay that as a ground rule here, Ice Bunny. I feel like I am a very anti-confrontational sort of person. And also, even when I don't like people, I tend to like to keep my enemies closer. It's kind of my style. But, like, if this lady, like, destroyed your family's company for essentially no good reason, and has been rude to everyone for eternity, I don't really see any reason to even pretend to be nice around her. And trust me, it takes a lot for me to describe someone like that. So, like... Oh, there's typing. Yes? You have my pages? Slide them under the door. I don't, but I do have these tampons. Okay. He didn't seem to want those as much as the pages. Oh. The velvet rope is gone, and my eyes started being lasers, and a ghost went in here. Hold on. Lorelei Vice. Gnome. Granite. In Gnome, we are invited to see the thoughts of a person as they are formed. 9 slates, some containing letters, forming a seemingly nonsensical word, seem to grow as ideas on the subject's forehead. The piece is cryptic, even maze-like, and ultimately lets us use our imagination to project our own ideas onto slates. Okay, I know it's, like, weird. Letters, yay! Numbers, boo! I've already forgotten the thing I wanted to input. It's like Noerz? I mean, I don't think this will be a solution to the, like, bug report thing, but it's like a suspicious not word. Oh, some of those symbols are here. Okay, that didn't do it. That wasn't it. 1 and 8. 1 and 2. 3, 1. There's probably some rhyme or reason to this. There is like a weird connection between these. Like that one kind of stands out, but like we go from an 8 with a 1 instead of an I to 1 and 2. And then this is 31. And then like this is 31, but also and 2. No, I don't want to be here. Just print. Print and make the sad noise. One and 2. No, this is the odd one out. The other one's kind of, I don't know. The second and fourth one sort of form something. I don't know. We'll come back here again and then make no progress and then come back here again and maybe make progress at that point. This guy has to like wipe his shoes. His life is a bit of a mess. Oh, sick. Renate Schwarzwald, Himmelskorper, oil on canvas, having mostly used her talents and training in traditional paintings for landscapes and portraits, Schwarzwald's motifs became more and more minimal, sometimes even simple by the end of her life. Her later work would often include mystic symbols, some not deciphered to this day. Well, these are, like, astrology sort of symbols. Yeah. This would be Mercury. This is Jupiter. This is Venus. Uranus. Saturn. This is Sun. Now, there is a thing that wants some number of, like, astrological symbols on it downstairs. But I think there's more symbols here than would be needed there, and I don't know how to order them. Keypad? Boop, 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 boop. Shoot, you're telling me the answer wasn't 55555555? Let me just save again. So cool. MDCCCXLVII. What is D? This would be like 1,000. D wouldn't be 500, would it? I don't think so. But it's like 1,000 something. 318 is 500? Okay. So like 1815, right? 1,500. Add 3. 1,800. And then... No, wait. No. That's wrong. That's wrong. It's 1,800 and then 47. 1847. Which is one of the doors. But... 578392304. Okay, I'm gonna write this down in some really confusing title. 1847. And it's like 578392304. 1. I have to translate. Oh, okay. So I just put in 1847 using the painting itself as like a cipher. So like 1, 8, 4, 7. Okay, that one wasn't so bad. That was the kind of puzzle I understand. And now I can get rid of this really confusing to look at note. Oh god, it's Danganronpa or Raincoat with the pink blood. We went outside. It's bad here. It's bad. It's unpleasant to be here. Are these all like entrails? Horse statue. No, it's like a hose. There's a hole in the forehead of the statue. I know exactly how to solve a forehead hole horse problem. Okay, apparently that wasn't it, but I don't actually understand why that's not correct. So I'm gonna need the game to explain that like at some point, but whatever. Oh, sick. S equals 4. W equals south by south, which would be 1, presumably. N is... Well, I can't do that one yet. East is south plus south. Okay, that seems like a relatively straightforward cipher, although I don't know what to do with it. S equals 4. W equals 1, because it's 4 divided by 4. E equals 8, because it's 4 plus 4. And then N equals 8 minus 1, so 7. That's, hey, I don't know if you know this, but those numbers are 1847 again. So that's cool. Well, no need to apologize, Ice Bunny. I just don't know that I have much that I could say other than to commiserate with how much that sucks. Like that really sucks. Like that's it. Like you gave us a lot of context for like this situation coming. I think earlier in this year. God, what a long year it's been. But like this sounds a whole lot worse than what I would have guessed a realistic worst case scenario would have been. Uh. Oh, no, I just need to do the same thing I did up there, right? So 1 is west, and then 8 is east, and then south is 4, and then north is 7. Okay, I found a tent. This is very normal. Books about divination. So many books about divination. Modern astrology. Unknown stars, unknown future. Meteorites from Tertius Oculus are still found on Earth to this day. In Rubrum Astronomica, Lucius writes, "When the third eye passes us by, the world belongs to its creators. It's a time for beauty and chaos. An artist will be crowned king, and he will lead our victory over Mammon. He will create items of great beauty, and for a fleeting moment there will be a harmony and chaos. But order will be restored, and knights of the third eye in blood. Artists will die or surrender to the merchants. Mammon will not be denied, but artifacts of these knights will remain among us." American dollar was hidden between the pages. Thanks so much. I really think that someone here read The King in Yellow and had a bad time. Sick. I don't exactly know what to do with that, but that feels useful. The Ace of Spades, also known as the Death card or the Spadile, has been a symbol related to war and also asexuality. At least half of that sounds fake. But in the French tradition of fortune telling, it would usually mean bad luck or death in one's future. A card fell out. Lo and behold, the Ace of Spades. Oculomancy. Bring me the eyes. There is, of course, more to oculomancy than simply reading the reflections in the questioner's eyes. Over the next chapters, we will learn about what an oculomancer can tell about a soul by the shape of their eyes, the color of their iris, and how it can provide spiritual guidance by studying the nuances in a bloodshot eye and the structure of the vessels. Hey, a note. Apparently I missed that hitbox. Not here, call me. 1798. Lorenzo. Oh, he's the wizard. Ah, more of these. A Skeptic's Guide to Crystal Gazing. To understand crystallomancy, we must understand that all divinity is therapeutic, not paranormal. Over the years, there have been several scientific studies of the practice, and many come to the same conclusion. Crystal gazing is self-hypnotism. What you see in the crystal could simply be something you have forgotten or repressed. Transcendental numerology. 1 is the divine, 9 is death, 6 is life, 3 is creation. Combining them tells us about holy powers and visions within each person, and how we can use them in creativity. This is then the year for creation at all costs, life or death, those willing to see it. 1963 is a year of finality and new beginnings. Also, curiously, these are all, like, numbers that do the rotational symmetry thing. 7 moving astronomical objects. It is believed that the Babylonians were the first to divide the moon phase cycles in 4, which became what we know today as a week. They developed a horoscope by assigning them the 7 classical planets. Moon Day, Mars Tuesday, Mercury Wednesday, Jupiter Thursday, Venus Friday, Saturn Saturday, and Sun Sunday. Okay, that's not where I thought that was going, but okay. Lunar phases of 1847. This is closer to what I was expecting that to do. 3691 is going to be a wild year. Oh, brother, is it? Is it ever? I'm very much looking forward to it. Got you so good. I'm going to be so dead. All right, now I don't, like, know what to do with this right now, but obviously this is a cipher for the stupid moon book upstairs in that area where you can't do anything other than look at the wrong book numbers. For both around, you'll buy me a beer. I appreciate it. I wonder if I'll drink by then. Do. I'm gonna say it's unlikely, but I don't know. That's like a really long time from now. Tell him about the dead person. Just gonna ignore the crystal ball. I don't need it. I got like puzzle stuff. Hey, red glass shards. And a broken key? That's sick. What am I doing with this though? EY. Oh, hang on. The numbers 1847 are written in blood again. So it's probably like no, this is the 7, that's the 4. This form, yeah. This the heck happened in 1847? Oh, I gotta be honest, I actually really like this specific kind of entry where, like, this number just keeps happening. You're like, why? Why is it all the same number? Can I have the red shards? They feel important. No, I specifically seem to not can have that. Alright, fine. I'll look at this. Like, I mean, I kind of figured I would have to come back here for this. A voice echoes from within the crystal ball.
I see your destiny. I see islands, caves. Your tragic fate leaves you to an island far away, Sulawesi, in the cave where this started thousands of years ago.
Hey, wait, that was the name of the thing in the movie. Just like One Piece is the name of the treasure on the Grand Line.
Do you wish to hear more?
Yeah, whatever. Sanity damage.
The year is 1982. You will wander the paths of that primordial cave. You will go north, east, south, west.
Oh, nope, we're playing D&D. West. South. South a second time. North. East. North.
At this point, you will see absolutely nothing. Will you not wander the...
No, it sounds really annoying. I'm gonna come back here later. That's not the reason I thought I'd have to come back here. I thought I'd, like, need the magician to, like, interpret the ball. But, like, nah, that's some weird puzzle. So we're, like, probably... Oh, hang on. This is number 6. It'd be really funny if one of these was just 0. Okay. I keep dissociating. What is the thing I need? Books. 6. What number should go in the last shape? That seems pretty reasonable. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 67? Because you count the sides of the outer shape as the tens digit and the inner shape as the ones digit. Yeah, it's much easier than the other one. 16 sucks. So where does this one go? I don't know. Look, an American dollar. Wasn't I looking at a door? Bolted from the other side. Presumably bolted from the other side. Well, hey, I got 1 American dollar. Okay, so we're at like a half-ish waypoint in the stream. We have more viewers than we did at the start. We got 2 games yesterday when we collectively looked through Steam to see what games we would spend $25 on to play on stream. We have this, which is Lorelei and the Laser Eyes, which it's, I mean, you've been watching it. You know what it is at this point, whether or not you did when you came in. And then we got something called Koromon, which is like a Pokemon sort of copycat kind of game. Do we want to switch over to that and perhaps do some amount of troubleshooting to facilitate that? Do we want to keep playing this? I leave it to you, the people, the will of the people. Let me, before we commit to either action, I do want to do the, I just want to put in the astrology thing. It's not here. Where is it? It's somewhere in this direction. Oh, is it here? Oh no. This isn't what I was remembering it to be. This is like actual astrology signs. I need some way to correspond like days of the week to planets. I don't have that. Like that certain things have a splash of color. Yeah, I mean, like, aesthetically, this game is, like, really well done. I like... It does its sort of minimalism well. The West door. I feel like I kind of want to do one more thing. But you know what probably makes more sense to do as a one more thing? We have a key that has the number 1847 inscribed on it. And we have a door that can only... Okay. We have a door that doesn't have, like, a padlock on it, which is pretty uncommon in this game. And it has the number 1847 on it. I hate that. That seems bad. Are there any American dollars in here? Sure, start the music. Oh, I can't interact with this painting with a man who has a maze for a face. I'm being beckoned into the Phantom Zone or something. What? A character who has their eyes removed? Who's ever heard of such a thing? You know, the fact that I started using like a vaguely Pegasus-esque voice for what's his name? The like erstwhile villain guy starts to feel more appropriate when you consider that Pegasus like took out his own eye so he could use the Millennium Eye to cheat at card games. You good over there, Ghost Lady?
I do not know the truth. I do not know if my earliest memory is mine. I remember when I was a little girl, my father started the construction of a red maze. I looked for it in our garden, but it was nowhere to be found. I came to accept that the structure did not exist in a natural way. Behind a mask, I secretly watched him work in my dreams. Then one night I heard sobs. My father was crying and his eyes were red. The maze was finished. Inside, he had witnessed something dreadful. My father did not want me to see it. He shattered his maze into 9 pieces and threw them out a window. My father changed. In his eyes there was no joy to be found, only fear. I was not allowed outside. Art was my only companion. I was left to play in the worlds I painted. Do you see the same maze as I? Do you think me beautiful? Don't.
My eyes! Ah, crap. I don't want to go into a whole maze dimension. White Stele. Every stone ahead with a glass sibling in the mirror. A brother leaves, a sister shatters, each a key to the past. Let me read that again for comprehension. Every stone ahead with a glass sibling in the mirror. I sort of understand that. A brother leaves, a sister shatters. So if we move a rock, we break a window or something like that? Only a small portion of the inscription is legible. Man of the maze, guardian of the past scripts. Hi, little owl mask girl. What dreadful consequences have led you to the red maze? Wandering here is a lonesome destiny. My quest to find the center has lasted for over a century. You have wandered these broken trails a long time, too. The time has come for you to find the center. Perhaps it would finally set us free after all these years. This is really giving me, what is that game called? Sexy Brutale vibes? Speak to us at any age should you wish to return. Aw, man. It sucks here. What a bad place. I I don't do this.
Must warn you before you return. When you passed through to my side, something passed through to your side.
Ah, that sucks.
9 terrible selves now roam the black and white hallways. Progress with caution. Moments not saved will be lost.
God, that sucks so bad. Now there's like hate ghosts in the house that eat my progress. That sucks. Stupid laser eyes. Are there at least American dollars in here? Reach for the toy blocks. Some of those went outside. Got a A, B, C, D, E, F block. Got a Y, Z, A umlaut, O umlaut, U umlaut. What is that called? Like a Strysa? The double S toy block. There is one American dollar. Okay. Let's say progress will be lost. That's fine. Also, now, I think that will happen when we get eaten by vengeful selves in the maze. Okay. It's probably in YouTube's best interest that I make this a separate recording. So, we're gonna try and boot up Koromon, which I guess I also have to download. And presuming that works, then we will start a new YouTube video for that. Thanks everyone for watching. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being you. And I hope to see you again soon. And if you're watching this on YouTube, you can just click it. It's already up there. But if you're watching on Twitch, it's happening now. So don't leave. That'd be silly. But regardless of how long that process takes, remember that you are closer.